Alright people, welcome back to another video. I got some essential tips to show you guys. So this helps you with your performance, your battery consumption, and helps you in the day-to-day uses. This is a Windows-based essential tips. It says not only for the Legion Go, this could go for the Rogue Ally or any other gaming system that you have in your possession, right? So as I said before, this could boost your performance in some way and help your battery life. It's turning off certain stuff and making your system more efficient while you're using it. So let me get into it quick and I'll show you. Alright guys, so the first thing I want you guys to do, go to search tasks. Once you get to task scheduler, you open that up. Once you get here, you're gonna see task scheduler. Open that, you go to Microsoft, then you go to Windows. So now let's come over a bit so you can see everything clearly. You go down, you look for Windows Defender. Right here, open that up. So right here, you got all your stuff, like all your Windows stuff that's running in the background. What these things are doing, you don't really need them to run while you're playing your game or while you're doing your stuff or anything you're doing, because it uses your resources while you're playing. So this could help you to allocate most of the resources that you're using towards your gaming instead of splitting it up and like working in the background and help stuff running as well. So this, you could just click on it. Once you open it, you go to condition, then you click start task only if the computer is in idle. So this right here is you're not disabling it, but you're putting it so that whenever your PC is in idle, it will do all the stuff in the background. Once you get here, you click start task only when computer is in idle. So you need to set that to that so that it's not running while you're playing your games, because you don't really need all these stuff to be running while you're playing your games. So do that for each one of them. Hit OK. Go to the next one. Condition. Start. OK. Next. Start. OK. So this is going to help you in your performance gain. It's not splitting some of your resources to run the Defender in the background. One more thing you guys could do, since you're already here, you can scroll up, you go to application experience, open that. So most of these stuff in here, they're always running in the background and you don't really need them. You're trying to put all your resources towards your game, right? So if you want to do that, you could disable each one, because these are just scanning in the background at all times. Because he's saying ready, I mean it's always back there scanning. So you could go here in each one and you could disable it. And you might hit one where you can't disable. You could just leave that as well. See, this one you can't disable, just leave that. And if you do this, guys, this will help you. As I said before, keep saying this will boost your performance because it's giving you more resources from your processor towards your game instead of splitting that. But if you think you need them, you can come back here anytime and you can enable them. Alright guys, so after that, you can close this. The next thing I want you guys to do is to get to your services. So you just go to search, top service. And then there's two things in here that you could disable to help with your performance as well. Scroll down until you see connected user, experience, and telemetry, right? So it's all in alphabetical order, guys. So scroll down till you see, should be this one right here. See, it says user experience and telemetry. Open that. See, it says startup type. You go disable and you hit OK. Go back and then you just hit stop. You could have did that before you came out. But yeah, I see now it says disable. So the next one I need you guys to disable is system main. Scroll down. It's right here. It's going to say SYS main. Open that. This is mostly for disk based. So if you have a CD and using it, then this is for that. So what this does is it try to preload all the application in the memory so that it could try and open the app faster. So basically it's trying to make Windows snappier. But if you're not using a disk, then this doesn't work. It doesn't work with the SSD. Any application that you have on your SSD, this doesn't work for that. But if you're using like disk based applications, then yeah, it will work for that. But this, you can disable it because you don't really need it if you're in the Legion Go or ROG Ally. So you just go here, hit disable, hit stop first, then okay. We close that. We could disable notifications because sometimes when you're playing, a lot of stuff be popping up right here. You could disable them, all the Windows notification stuff, because you don't really need to see them, not all the time. So you go to here, you go to settings, then you go to system, then you go to notification right here, then you press this arrow right here, and then you could just disable all these. Then you scroll down, then you go to additional settings, open that up, and then you can untick all these, because these right here is just when it spams you, Windows spams you with all them different notifications. And sometimes there's some random stuff, guys. So you could disable them, and then you can also turn this off, up to you. But how you want to do it is up to you, because you already disabled these already. After that, since we're here already, you just go to gaming. First, game bar. When you get to game bar, you can disable it, leave it on, is up to you. But game bar is always running in the background, and if you use it, just leave it on, guys. It's up to you. I'll leave it on just in case if I want to pop it open real quick. But this also put resources towards that because it's always open. Then you can go back, you go to capture. Same thing with capture. Oh, it's off for me? Why is it off? This is always running in the background as well because it save your footage of your game, like for the past. If you didn't actually press the button to record the footage, this is doing it for you in the background. So there's always resources going towards this as well. So if you turn this off, this may put some performance boost more towards your game, but as I said before, it's always running in the background, so it's up to you if you use game bar and recording. One more thing is game mode. If you go in game mode, you can turn this off, turn it on, it's up to you. What game mode does is it tries to slim down the stuff that's running in the background so that it gives more performance towards the game, and that's a good thing. So I would say leave it on. What I'm seeing online, for some games it does slows down the game and gives you some issue with games, so it's up to you. Alright, so next thing, close this. You could switch around your startup apps. So you go here, type task manager, open that up. If you look on the right side right here, you can see this little gear, it says startup apps. You go in here, and then you could disable all the stuff that you don't want in the background. See, I got some stuff disabled already. So just go through it, and all the stuff you're not using, you could disable it. See, I got Spotify disabled, WhatsApp, all them other stuff that's not needed. And since I'm already talking about apps, if you go to apps, applications, add and remove applications, you could also go through the list and get rid of all of the bloatware that came out of the box, right? Like all the stuff that you don't need, like you're not using. As I said before, like WhatsApp, you could just delete that instead of disabling it. Just go through the list and you can delete it. If you're not using news, you just go here, uninstall, Notepad, anything that you're not using, guys. Outlook, and anything that you delete, you can get it back. Just go back to the Microsoft Store. And let's go through it one by one. And anything you're not using, if you're not playing solitaire, like I'm not playing this, uninstall. There you go, uninstalling now. So let's go through the list, guys, one by one, and then you could disable anything that you think you're not using. If it's only strictly for gaming, then you could just uninstall it. If you need it back, go back to the store or the website and re-download it. All right, so after that, just close that, and then one more thing you guys could disable as well, core isolation. I know this is like one of the most famous things that we've been talking about since forever, so you guys must have known this already and know about core isolation. So here you could just turn it off as well. Hey, yes. So with core isolation, guys, this helps you with performance. Disable this because it does affect gaming performance, as you guys could see all over the internet. This is not a new thing. It's been out for a while now. People have been disabling it. So you should disable this, guys, because it helps you with performance. Memory integrity is off. Your device may be vulnerable. So it's basically like a security feature. But if you're not doing anything sketchy on your computer and you're just playing games and you're not going on any like weird websites, then you should be good, guys. So disable it because it does give you a boost. I'm telling you, it gives you a boost in your performance. So turn it off, guys. As I said, I'm not forcing you. It's up to you to turn it off and on. But if you're just playing games, then it's good to turn off because it's like an extra layer on your computer, and it's like hindering your performance because it's putting resources towards this being running in the background at all times. So basically, it's like a layer over your system that protects you from certain stuff. But as I said, you should be good. Turn it off. Reason why I have it on when I add the video on, because I turned it on just for this video so I could turn it off to show you guys. But I have it off and I've been using it on my Asus Rog Ally Legion Go, and I haven't had any issue. I haven't got any problems with my system. Alright, so one more thing I want to show you guys. Let's go to settings. Once you get to settings, you go to storage. And when you look here, you're going to see storage sense, right? So this helps you to keep your storage in check, keep everything balanced, delete all the stuff you don't need on your PC, and keep it fresh at all times, right? So you make sure this is on, guys, because this helps you to keep the clutter out of your system. So once you turn it on, you go to clean up recommendation. Once you go here, you go to advanced options, and you want to make sure most of these down here are selected. You can also select the recycle bin, and every couple minutes or so it will delete everything out of the recycle bin and refresh your system. If you have downloads selected, then it would delete your downloads. So it's up to you if you want to do that, but I leave that unchecked. Out the box is unchecked, so you make sure that, because if you select this, anything that you download would be deleted in a couple of minutes. Up to you of how you want to do that, but all these three top options, they leave that unchecked, and then you can do it manually by yourself. You can go in there whenever you want and delete downloads, because after a while downloads, they add up, because see, I already got 3 gigs in here already. So it's up to you to do that. And even the previous Windows installation already got 5 gigabytes. Alright, so next is you go to privacy and security. When you get here, you go to general, then you can turn all these off. Show suggestions, so you don't need that to pop up in your screen. Show notification in settings app, turn it off as well. Let website show local relevant content. That was off already, but you can, if it's on for you, you can turn it off as well. When you're done with that, you go back again, go down to speech, turn it off. This is basically like for the website for speech recognition. So if you turn off online speech recognition, you won't be able to use app that use Microsoft online speech recognition technology. So it's up to you if you're using that. If not, you turn it off. Go back again. You go to inking and personalization. You turn this off. So this basically is for like when you're typing, it guess what you're trying to type. It's up to you if you want to leave that on and off. All right, so go back to privacy again. You go to location. You can disable this as well, because it's always like trying to ping your location for each one of these apps. If you're not using the location for those apps, you could turn it off. You could do it individually or in a lump sum, everything. Go back one more time. You could go through any one of these and turn them off. The one I'd recommend you do not turn off is radio, because they're saying if you disable this, then your Bluetooth might not work. So leave radio on. You could do the phone calls, call history. If you're not using those stuff, guys, you could disable them. But as I said before, for radio, leave radio on, because that will affect your Bluetooth. So yeah, guys, so that's basically it. There's a lot more tips out there, so I'll make a part 2 video eventually. So yeah, guys, so do those stuff. If not, you don't have to do every step that I put in this video, but it's up to you of how you want to tackle this. So yeah, guys, so thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think down below. If there's any suggestions, drop a comment and let me know about it. Hit that like button if you like what I'm posting. If you don't like what I'm posting, hit that dislike button, so I know what's going on, right? Alright, guys, so this is part 2 of my Windows video to keep your Lenovo Legion Go gameplay ready. So I just got a few tips to show you guys. It's not gonna be a long video, just a few stuff to keep your system up and running as smooth as possible, and get rid of all your clutter out of your system to keep your system running smooth for all your games, right? I already showed this already in my other video, part 1, but it's still a good feature to have, so I'm just going to reiterate about it. You would go to search and you would type storage or settings. Once you get here, you will see storage sense. You want to make sure that's on. With this automatically clean up all your junk files, clean everything out of your system, and keep it as smooth as possible. You can also mess with the settings and set it to run every day, every week, every month, however you want. Put it every week, but this will keep your system as clean as possible and delete all the stuff you do not need in your system, right? If you go to cleanup recommendation, you could check downloads as well, but it's up to you, because see, I got 1 gig in downloads right now, but if you do this would automatically delete all your downloads, right? So you could leave that unchecked and do it when you feel like. It's up to you, but after a while all your downloads, they pack up, and then they'll be using a lot of space in your system. All right, next thing I want you guys to do is go to search, you type appearance, and then you should see adjust the appearance and performance for Windows. Once you click on that, it's going to open this screen right here, and here you want to change this to adjust for best performance. Then you want to select smooth edges of screen fonts, then show thumbnail instead of icons. With this right here, it's gonna put less stress on your processor because you're turning off most of the animation that's on your system. That's not needed. It's just for looks and like appearance. So you can turn it off, and that will actually give you a little performance boost because it's not working in the background to keep those animation going on your system. Once you do that, you just click apply. Alright, so the next thing I want you guys to change, if you go to advanced, you're gonna see adjust for best performance. You want to change this to programs, not background services. It's best to keep it on programs because it keeps the best performance for the programs that you have on your system. So do that, and then you click apply. Alright, so next thing is you can adjust your mouse settings. Once you go in here, you type mouse settings, you click on that. Go to additional mouse settings, then you go to mouse, then you're gonna see enhanced pointer position, right? Then you're gonna see this option right here, enhanced pointer. You wanna uncheck that. Alright, so the next thing is you wanna turn on game mode. You will go here, you type game mode. Most people are saying they recommend you to keep this off, but in some cases it's good to have it on because it keeps all the stuff in the background and doesn't interrupt you while you're playing your game. So basically it keeps like all your pop-ups and notification, every stuff in the background at a minimum so that you can have a better experience while playing a game. But some people say it takes a hit on your performance while playing, but it's still good to have it on to get a better experience because it sets your system for game and clear up everything in the background so that you're not interrupted. So it's still kind of good to have it on as well. All right, one more thing you guys could change is your latency with Windows. I mean, I showed this in my other video, but just in case if you guys haven't seen it in the video that I released yesterday, if you go to display, then you go down to graphics, you're gonna see the setting that says change graphic settings. In here, they want to turn on optimize for Windows games. When you turn this on, this reduce your latency while playing games. So this is good to have on. So this will reduce your latency and give you a better fluid experience while you're playing your games, right? So this is good to have on as well. So that's basically just a few stuff that I wanted to show you guys that I found, and if I find any more, I'll let you guys know. So all these stuff that I showed you in part 1, part 2, this gives you a better experience while playing your games and keep the stuff in the background closed and off so that you have a better, smoother experience, right? So most of you don't have to do all of them. You can do some of them. It's up to you, whatever you think is good for you. But watch part 1 of the video that's on my channel, which is optimize Windows for gaming. That should be on my channel, so check that out. Part 1. This is part 2, smaller video but still effective, right? Alright people, welcome back to another video. Alright guys, so today I just got 8 simple steps that you guys could do to your Legion goal. Even a rogue ally, even if you have a gaming PC, that could help improve your PC performance for games and your day-to-day users, right? This will help you with performance issues, make sure your system is running as smooth as possible. There are different ways to help the longevity of your device so it can always be performing at top peak, right? Let me get into it real quick, show you what's going on. First thing you need to do, you want to make sure you create a restore point, because anything that you do, you can revert back or go back to the settings and change it. But if you're having any issues, this is the best thing to do so you could revert it back to a previous point where everything was before, right? So you want to go to search, you want to type restore point. I already got it right here. Just create restore point. when you get in here, you're gonna see Windows SSD. You want to make sure protection is on. Then you want to create restore point. How I like to do it is you want to put like a date for the day you're doing the restore point. So today is February 11th, 24. It's like that. Then you want to hit create restore point. Once it's done, just want to hit close. If you want to, so let's say you have any issues and want to restore back to that point, get your system back to how it was before, you go back into restore point again, you go to system restore, click on next, then you'll see the date or whatever you did it, and then you could hit next and restore it back to that point, and your system will revert back to the day that you did all the changes, right? All right, so next thing is you go to search again, you type advanced, then you'll see view advanced system settings. When you get in here, you click on settings right here under performance, then you will see like all the windows, like stuff you don't need, like animations and stuff like that, right? You could go through the list and unselect anything that you don't want. This basically let Windows look pretty and like turn like animations and yeah, so basic stuff like that. And all this stuff right here, it adds up, and every little thing that your system is doing in the background, it all adds up together, and then it will and can hinder your performance on your device, right? So you can go through here, you could disable all of them. I just got 2 selected. On your screen, you might see all of them selected. Just unselect what you don't want and stuff like that. Just like if you go here, you says show shadow on the windows, like showing shadow and stuff like that. You don't need that, because that's definitely going to take a hit on your performance, because it might be small, but everything adds up, as I said before. So unselect what you want, go on custom and customize to your liking, right? Once you do that, hit OK, apply, and get out of there. Next thing again, go to search one more time and you type disk cleanup. You're gonna see this pop up right here. You click on that. When you get to disk cleanup, you want to select everything in here, then you press OK and delete files. So this is just deleting all like the files, unwanted files on your SSD that you don't need, and clean up your system, clean out your recycle bin, and all that good stuff, guys. And if you haven't done this in a while, then you might have a lot of files in your system that need to be deleted. It's clearing all your Windows error report, feedback, diagnostic, all that stuff that's in your system that's keeping like a clutter. Alright, so next you need to hold the Windows button plus R together. Then it's already there already. You just type %10%, just like that. Click OK. It's gonna open a lot of files in your thing, guys. Then you want to select all of them together. Then you hit delete. Anything that you can't delete, just press skip, 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 skip. Alright, so all the stuff that you can't is telling you to skip. Those are stuff that your device is currently using. So leave those, guys. Now you go back again. You click Windows and R again. Now you just type temp, hit OK, and again you do the same thing. Select all, hit delete, and skip whatever you can't delete. There you go. All your temporary files are gone now. So this will definitely help with performance, because all them files in your system, it's cluttered and it's giving you more room to breathe, and your SSD more room to breathe. So in turn, that it will give you a more smoother experience while using your system. I know I mentioned this in my other video, but if you haven't seen that video, I'll just mention it one more time again. When you open Task Manager, you want to go to Processes, and then you'll see everything that's currently running in the background. You can go to each individual ones, and anything that you're not using, just end it, guys, because it's running in the background and that's taking up resource, right? So you don't need everything. If you're just for gaming, you don't need phone link. So you right click, you click end task. And as I said before, if you end anything and you have any issue, just go back to the restore point that you created and restore it back to that previous point, guys, and you'll get everything back. All right, so next you go to search, you click start, you'll see startup apps, open that. In here, I already disabled some already. Go through all your startup apps, guys, and you want to turn off anything that you're not using. If you ever notice when you turn on your Legion Go, Rogue Ally, any PC that you use, and it's taking a while to kick in to get to full speed, it's because it's processing all these apps in the background when your PC's turned on. So just like Microsoft Teams, I don't need that, turn it off. You will try to start an app up whenever you boot your PC on, right? So turn it off, and you'll definitely see an improvement whenever you boot your Legion Go up. Anything you don't need to start up in here, guys, turn it off, guys. Next thing is go to search again, type privacy, see privacy settings. You could go through the list. All this stuff right here, you don't need it. Show me suggested content in settings app. You'll need that, turn it off. Let's window improve start, search result, tracking app launch. You need that, turn it off. Let website show local relevant content by accessing my language list. Turn it off. So go through the list, guys. All these stuff in privacy, you don't need it on. It's just tracking for no reason. That will help you out as well with privacy and security. One thing you should leave on is find my device. Leave that on, because if you have the Legion Go, Rogue Ally, any mobile device, and you have it outside, you could lose it. Someone might take it. This option right here will let you track it the next time you get connected to Wi-Fi and see the last location. So this will help you out a lot. So make sure that's on, guys. Go through all this stuff right here, inking and typing, turn it off. You need that on, and then go through the list, guys, and go through all the stuff with location and try to turn off all the stuff you don't need. And that's basically it. As I said before, if you follow all the steps in all my videos combined together, you will see improvement in your device, and it might even help with the battery life, because you get turn off some stuff you don't need to be running in the background, and that will improve performance and give you a little bit of boost in your battery life as well. That's basically it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And what I always say, health is wealth, peace and love. I'm out, guys. If you have anything to say, suggest anything like that, drop a comment down below and let me know. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, and peace out.